All right, guys. This is going to be a little rough. Scott, this is going to be a little rough. This is going to be a different kind of cast because everybody knows that my favorite like superhero is Spider-Man. So the news broke today. Billy actually told me today that Steve Ditko, the co-creator of Spider-Man, the guy who basically gave Spider-Man his look, as well as Doctor Strange, the artist, passed away today. And was coming home when Billy sent it to me, and I was kind of like
What?
just wrecked, But anyway, this is the Everything Show. Hi, Scott. Hello, Vaughn.
Hey.
Again, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to be in this cast. We're live. This is really rough for me to break this news, but one of my idols, Steve Ditko, passed away today. Co-creator of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, as well as many others. And again, I heard this from Billy today, and I didn't want to believe it. Hey, Sally.
Hey.
And I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked beyond belief because, Spider-Man is my idol, my childhood memories, and he created a lot of the characters that I love.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for me. This hits me bad, as well as my friends, JHU Comics, everybody I know, Dan Slott also. This is horrible.
How old was he?
He was 90 years old. The cause of death, no cause of death was announced. Ditko was found in his apartment on June 29th, but it was believed that he died 2 days earlier.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Christ.
And I guess nobody, oh my God.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
In 1961, Ditko and Lee created Spider-Man. Lee is the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics. Gave Ditko the assignment after he wasn't satisfied with Jack Kirby's take on the teen superhero with spider powers. The look of Spider-Man, the costume, the web shooters, the red and blue design all came from Ditko. Spider-Man first appeared in Amazing Fantasy 15. The comic was an unexpected hit, and the character spun off into the Amazing Spider-Man. Ditko helped create such classic Spider-Man characters as Dr. Octopus, Sandman, the Lizard, the Green Goblin. Starting with issue 25, Ditko received the plot credit in addition to his artist credit. Ditko's run ended with issue 38. In 1963, Ditko created the surreal and psychedelic hero Dr. Strange. The character debuted in Strange Tales 110. Ditko continued on the comic through 146, cover dated July 1966. After that, Ditko left Marvel Comics over a fight with Lee.
Hello.
Wait, what? What was that?
Hey, Dave.
That was me, David Aston. Hello, everybody.
Hey, David. So the Ditko had a what was I saying? I'm just reading the news. David, just give me a second. So let's see. After a falling out, Marvel Comics and Stan Lee, the cause of which have always remained murky, the pair had not been seen on speaking terms for several years. Ditko never explained his side, and Lee claimed not to really know what motivated Ditko's exit. The explanation suggests that Ditko was frustrated at Lee's oversight and his failure to properly share credit for Ditko's contributions to Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. The charismatic Lee was always the face of Marvel Comics, but Ditko and Jack Kirby thought Lee was more interested in self-promotion than selling the company, and in the process implied that he deserved the lion's share of the credit for creating characters in the Marvel Universe.
Basically, he got screwed out of royalties.
Basically, he ended up in poverty, which
I've read more than one article where the amount of creators of comics have ended up being either ripped off or screwed out of getting royalties. And, for instance, Captain America, earning Marvel's comics and studios shitload of money right now, yet the creator doesn't get a fucking penny. The same with Ghost Rider, the same with Alan Moore, the same with Bob Finger,
and
who
you know what
is
they
the
had
proper
just put
creator of
into
Batman.
legislation recently? Anybody that creates a new character is entitled in the future to a compensation in the movies and everything else. But they should have done something. Marvel Comics should have done something. Stan Lee should have done something. They should have gave him some millions or something, even out of his own pocket. But to find out that he was in poverty makes me want
Jack
to throw
Kirby
up.
gets a lot of credit for a lot of comic characters, but just like Bob Kane with Batman, his contribution to it is very flimsy.
See, the thing is with this situation is
it's illegal. Whoever wins legally in the court of law will be, the winner.
But see, the situation with this is that, and I know from a writer's perspective, right?
Oh yeah, good point.
He created the look. He created everything. The look of all the guys. Now, if without that, it wouldn't be what it is today. But the same thing goes to also to be said that Stan Lee was the writer. So Stan Lee made Peter Parker act that way and made all the villains act that way. So one without the other would not be what Spider-Man is. So it is that they both created Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? You would have to put them together, and that would be Spider-Man. That's the look of Spider-Man. Everybody has adapted off of his look because he invented it. So he
created the brand. That's the whole point. Ditto created the brand. You can put Spider-Man, Batman, or Captain America. There's tons of products on Etsy where they don't break copyright because the actual imagery is so iconic, just like the Beatles or Star Trek, that you can do virtually anything and people instantly know, oh, yes, this is so-and-so. Not possible without the artist.
Half the time.
Yeah, the Shield, Captain America's Shield, the Spider-Man, Superman S, Batman cape.
I just think it's a damn shame that nobody could take care of him financially.
Yeah, that is a shame.
He had to struggle in life towards the end. I mean, that's disgusting. But I'm not going to continue with this cast because I really can't. I'm way too emotional and too tied to this. So I do want to say rest in peace to Steve Ditko. If you guys want to say something quickly, it's fine. I just don't really think I could. I'm probably going to break down, and I really want to do that on the air. So, you want to say anything, Vaughn or Sally?
Well, I think you have to remember if this was before people realised how big all these sort of things could be potentially. It's like rock bands of the 60s and 70s. They're, fighting over copyright and stuff. And as for Spider-Man or the comics, they've left a mark, which basically means nobody can cancel out their contribution, dead or alive.
Yeah. I want to say rest in peace, and my heart goes out to his family. That's pretty much it. And it's going to be a big hole. And again, it's rough for me because, like, Spider-Man is like as much a part of my life as Doctor Who, and it's like right there. So that just my heart goes out, Steve Ditko. Rest in peace. Take it back.